What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Ultimate Smash Bros. DLC tournament. So if you're new and you're wondering what this is, it is a tournament me and my community put together of 72 characters that potentially could be in Smash Ultimate through the means of the Fighter Pass, so DLC. Some characters are definitely going to be more likely than others in this tournament. We have all sorts of weird characters. We have first party, third party, we have anime, we have assist trophies, we have spirits, we have characters that are disconfirmed. So this tournament is for fun, so don't poke fun at other people just because they like a character more than somebody else. It's for fun. So with that being said, how does this work? The tournament, each match or each day on my channel, I upload one matchup from this tournament. So down in the comments, you would vote for, one of the two participants in the matchup for the day. So today is Hat Kid taking on Jibanyan, and we're in the loser bracket, so whoever loses is officially done, but I'll get to that in a second. So you vote for one of those two down in the comments. You only get one vote, so make it count. You can vote both if you absolutely want to, but that's that. So the rest of the rules: double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose 2 times before being officially eliminated. If you lose twice, well, you're done. That's how double elimination works. So you lose once, you drop to the loser bracket. There, you lose from there, you're done. If there's ever a tie in the voting, I will flip a coin on camera. Best and fairest way to break said tie. So that's how that works. And then each matchup, voting-wise, only stays open 1 week. That way, we continue to get new matches and new results and all sorts of stuff like that. So with all that out of the way, we get to go over the results from last week, which was Shadow the Hedgehog taking on Goku. Now, I was a bit surprised, I will be honest. I was reading comments, and there was quite a bit of people that kind of said they really disliked Shadow, and they ended up voting Goku. And ultimately, actually, it didn't really matter voting-wise. Shadow ended up still winning, but I was surprised. There was people that... I'm not surprised people dislike a character. I mean, if you don't like a character, you don't like a character, but... I guess I was maybe a little surprised. 21 votes for Goku, not terrible, but there's definitely Goku supporters, people that would like him, and then there's the argument he's an anime, doesn't belong in here, but, well, if you're an anti-Goku fan, he's been officially eliminated, so Shadow gets to move on. We'll face Tracer from Overwatch in the next round, but that's a little bit later down the road. So that brings us to today's matchup, which is Game 52, there it is. Game 52, Hat Kid taking on Jibanyan. Let's dive into it. So, up first is Hat Kid, right? Now, Hat Kid is from a game called Hat in Time. Indie game, so would kind of be that first indie playable rep that we would get. I know the game actually sold pretty well. I think it was up for quite a few awards. I don't remember if it won any awards off the top of my head, but it was definitely a game that got talked about quite a bit. And some people, I haven't played the game, or nor have I played a game called Yooka-Laylee. Why am I bringing that up? Some people say, and I don't know the game, so if I'm wrong and this sounds confusing, my apologies. I just heard quite a few people say that A Hat in Time, the game, did what Yooka-Laylee was trying to do, just way better. So people really like the game. They're kind of, attached to the character. It would be a pretty unique character. Again, not too quite sure about moveset. I know she kind of has some sort of magic-y sort of attacks. Definitely got to get the umbrella involved in the moveset. Kind of like it's the character's sort of like go-to sort of thing. That's like the main thing about the character. So and then I found this really cool mock-up of potential alternate colors, alternate skins. Some of them look pretty cool. I'd like to see this. This would be pretty nice. But so the character is definitely pretty. I can't say pretty popular, somewhat popular. The game is at least known a bit, so you got that. But as a counter argument, indie characters, I think Hat Kid is probably low on the tier list. We'll say if any indie rep gets in, it's got to be more of a kind of long-standing, really iconic, indie character, such as Shovel Knight definitely would probably, in a lot of people's minds, be at the top of that list. Be the first indie character to get a playable rep in Smash. Of course, Shantae, maybe Sans. There's quite a bit you can make a case for. So I think it's too early for Hat Kid to get into Smash Bros. But if it were to happen, I think it would make a very unique addition. It would be a really big addition in terms of, well, obviously being the first indie rep. So that'd be a really cool touch. Kind of a cool nod to, because Nintendo and they got their Nindies little direct that they do. They're really big with indie groups, which is great. I love indie gaming. I love seeing that. So supporting smaller gaming companies is really cool. So, maybe getting a playable rep from, one of those indie games into Smash could kind of go a long way. I found this, which was a little disturbing. I see what you're going for, which isn't terrible overall. Not terrible overall. I'm not big about the eyes. The eyes kind of creep me out. But, people try to make Hat Kid. People try to make all sorts of characters in the for a Mii fighter. Overall, not terrible. I don't know why. The eyes just creep me out on this one. But, so it's a character people do like. Moveset-wise would be pretty easy. Again, the umbrella would probably be obviously incorporated into the moveset. I think she does have some sort of magic attacks, if I remember correctly. So you got that in for, attacks as well. So moveset I don't think is too hard to really come up with. Overall, a character I think that has an okay chance. Not a high likely chance at all, but maybe an okay chance. But hey, you never know what could happen. Nintendo might go some weird route for DLC. You never know what could happen. So let's move on to Hat Kid's opponent, Jibanyan from the Yokai Watch series. Now, Jibanyan and Yokai, I believe they were a game first, and then they had the anime show. So, if I remember correctly, somebody let me know in the comments if I made a mistake there. But I believe it was a game first, and then the anime came out. So, it's a video game character first. Don't got to worry about that anime argument. So, Jibanyan's pretty much like the face of the franchise, kind of like the Pikachu of the franchise, we could say. So it's like this little, it's like a little cat, right? I'm pretty sure it's a cat. I never played the game. I don't know anything about, I don't watch the series. I don't watch anything about it. Both these characters I'm not too, I don't know too much about, but I definitely like one of the characters more than the other, and I'll tell you that in a second when I vote. But overall, I think popularity. This Jibanyan kind of knocks it out of the park in this case. Yokai Watch is a pretty big series. It's kind of been, ever since the first installment, the game, the fan base has kind of been growing and growing and growing, and definitely got a pretty good following. And plus, it had both these characters, I will say this, they both have that sort of smashy vibe about them. They're both cartoonish. They fit right in, I feel. Moveset is easy to come up with, so I like the character overall. I think between these two, I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm voting Jibanyan. I don't know why. I usually wait a little bit longer, but that's what I'm going to vote for. So it'd be very interesting to see, either one of these characters. Again, I think Yokai Watch, especially if, again, Nintendo's kind of going to that some weird route that they're kind of reaching from different branches all over gaming, different genres, just characters you might not expect. I think Jibanyan's kind of up there, maybe sort of as a sleeper pick, the Yokai Watch series in general as a sleeper pick, that you gotta kind of watch out for, and I can see this happening, and I honestly think a lot of people would like it, even people like me that know nothing about it. I would be okay with this, actually. The character does somewhat intrigue me, so if it happened to be in the this character happened to be in the Fighter Pass, I would be obviously more than willing to. I already bought it, so if it's in the Fighter Pass, I'm going to play as a character. I'm more than willing to play as a character, test him out, and I'm sure a lot of you would be as well if you indeed already bought the entire Fighter Pass. But that's a risk you got to take with the Fighter Pass. If you're going to buy the thing, then whatever you get, you just got to take. You can't really complain. But overall, the character I think does make sense. Popular, yes. Moveset, easy. Relevant, I'm pretty sure it's very relevant. There's numerous entries into the Yokai Watch series, so I definitely think again, going back, it's a sleeper series, a sleeper character that I don't think gets discussed too much, but is definitely kind of on that path that could very well end up happening. Kind of a weird surprise, but I think a welcome surprise if it were to happen. So, yeah, for me, Jibanyan is my pick. That's my vote. Simple in this one. Nothing against Hat Kid. It's just, if we get an indie rep, I'd much rather see Shovel Knight first, and then Shantae down the list, and then so on and so forth. So, Hat Kid's just too low on the totem pole, we'll say, for me in terms of indie characters. But, yeah, Yokai Watch, Jibanyan gets my vote. That's who... well, I just said that's who I'm voting for. So that's going to be it for this one. Let me know who you got down in the comments, Hat Kid or Jibanyan. Remember, loser bracket. One of them's losing, so one of them's going home. So get your vote in, make sure it counts. But that is it for this one. So let's give a sneak peek for tomorrow. Looks like tomorrow is another indie character, Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is back, taking on Captain Rainbow. Might be kind of an easy fight, because I don't think Captain Rainbow did too well in this first fight. But, well, you never know. We'll see. So that is the matchup for tomorrow. And then the results for tomorrow, I'm looking forward to this one, actually. The results for tomorrow will be Black Knight from the Fire Emblem series, the assist trophy, taking on Steve from Minecraft. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. That should be an interesting one. I like the way that goes. But with that being said, I've been your host. I hope you guys enjoyed. I look forward to the voting, as always. And hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.